Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time I'm once again joined by my friend Tim, and we're looking through some of the rarities in his vintage pan book collection. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Right then, so we're going to open up with Casino Royale. Now, highly regarded as one of the perhaps rarest of all the James Bond books. It doesn't even mention James Bond on the cover. It just says a Secret Service thriller. And it is indeed a very sought after and key vintage pan book. Now, most collectors are more than happy to have the one copy, and there was a reprint as well. So, at most a couple of copies. However, Tim, being Tim, has picked up a few extra copies. So let's sort of count them as we go. So that's 2 Casino Royales, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 copies. Is that how many you've got?
I think that's about it.
That's the full.
It'll do for now.
I have to ask, why 14 copies of Casino Royale? Admittedly, it's a great book. I mean, I absolutely love it. But
they're not that recent purchases. At one time, when you could pick them up for a lot cheaper than you can now. I mean, basically in single figures almost. And not all of them are. I think the 6 or 7 are firsts, and the others are second printings.
But am I not correct that the second printing had a smaller print run than the first, or is it the other way around?
I don't know. I'd have to check with
check in the archive.
Yes, but it's interesting to spot the differences where you get 2 shillings paid printed, 2 shillings as a sticker, and then others where 2 shillings.
There might be no printing at all.
There's definitely.
That's like got no printing.
Yes, so sort of the international. Yes.
So depending on where it was going to go eventually, right. So if it was going overseas, they might do no cover price, and then it might be priced locally. Even,
So that's, sometimes you get to do like a $2 or or whatever in Canada or Australia.
Fantastic. I mean, it does look amazing altogether. And like you say, this was before I collected pan properly. I collected the Bond books, like you said, a lot of people did, and I bought my first copy of this from a second-hand book dealer, and I paid about a tenner for it. So, but that was 35 years ago. I mean, even today, a really, really nice first edition, you would expect it to get 75 to 100. I would think is a reasonable price, and the second printing, if it was really nice condition, once again about 50. But to see so many here in one hit is fantastic, and it's beautiful. Really, it's a sight to behold.
Some of them are in better condition than others. I mean, that one annoys me with 9 scribbled on it.
Well, I mean, even so, I mean, it's still. It's not something you'd see every day, Tim. There's a pile of Casino Royale, and I definitely, I'm glad seeing them in the flesh. They just look fantastic. But you have brought along some of your other Bond rarities, because Bond is such a big deal with pan these days. So we'll pop these Casino Royales in a pile of Casino loveliness just over there. Lovely. So this is.
And that one is the.
You only live twice. Okay.
But the rare one is the.
With a rare dust wrapper.
With a dust jacket.
Wow. Okay. Now this is legendary Scarce, isn't it, in the world of Bond collectors?
It is. I mean, I've seen £750. Or more. So it's exactly the same. But.
So were these wrapped around the first printings? Is that right?
Yes.
They were. Okay. Let's just change the camera angle there to get these in properly. So these are on the first printings, and it's got not for sale in the UK underneath.
Yes, they tend to be in Australia, I think.
Is that right? This is a really nice mint unread one here. Very, very nice indeed. But the thing to look for is the tie-in jacket, and there it is.
Not too bad. It's just a little bit. There's a tape on it, but it's not in too bad a condition.
But they do turn up, and sometimes you can get lucky. Certainly, a chap on the James Bond group found one recently in a little job lot, and he was able to pick up that dust wrapper for next to nothing because the seller didn't really know.
Well, I don't think I paid much for that. I just saw it and thought, oh, it's a different one.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, a few years back, you didn't think, oh, it was that much about it.
It's almost like with James Bond, because there's so limited amounts of books, every little variation has been sort of catalogued now.
Yeah.
And the same sort of thing happened with the Beatles. You know, they call it Beatles DNA, where it was the same, say, first pressing of a record, but there was different like little groove marks and things like that, which the collectors went into. It's a similar sort of thing with the Bond books now, isn't it? It's that they're so detailed. You know, people are looking for any little variation. That is admittedly quite a big one with the dust wrapper.
I've never been tempted to go for every printing. Just every variation in cover.
It's
possibly,
enough, yeah. I did know a chap who did every printing.
I know people did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this is the infamous Domino letter. Now this was with is it the 12th printing of Thunderball? I think it's the 12th or the 14th printing. The movie tie-in one anyway, isn't it? So here is the original 1X201, and this was the reset edition, which there we are. So 14th printing, which is the reset one. This was the very copy where this Domino letter came from, and it was the movie tie-in one. So very, very thin bit of paper. There are bootlegs around. Mine, in fact, is a bootleg I bought off on eBay for like £1 or £1.50, and that's what I've put inside my copy of the book. But that's how they would have been. And this original letter, though, they're talking a couple of hundred, aren't they, nowadays, for these?
See, I think that cost me
45p, it says there.
I think that came with the letter. I don't know, actually, that isn't the one.
And you've got two. Are they both originals, Tim?
They are, if you hold them up to the light.
Yeah, they've got a little...
You've got the watermark in there.
Lovely. So we got the Bonds, we got the You Only Live Twice with the rare wrapper. And another real Bond rarity is this one. So this is... the later, they used to call that the Still Life set, aren't they? The Still Life Bonds. And this is in a very scarce slipcase. And you don't see these very often. I've seen pictures of it. I've never seen one in the flesh, Tim. So there he is. He's got a bit of sun fading, but it's such a rarity, this, isn't it? Was there just the one design, or was there two designs?
I think there's only one.
Only the one Still Life design.
I never come across the one.
And these were the correct books that were inside, were they?
I'll just double check. It should have Dr. No.
Yeah.
Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Casino Royale. And From Russia with Love.
Yeah, there they are. Yeah. Brilliant. And in the very rare...
Not been out of the box since.
No, you can see these are nice sort of unread ones. It's typical of these particular ones that they're so susceptible to sun fading, aren't they? And that is such a problem with these sort of later ones. But and it's a really nice condition box as well. Very, very scarce. And that's a little montage of three of the different jackets, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, definitely some pan rarities there. And amongst your most valuable, I would think. But you did say you've got something from Alan Bott that's been signed, is that right? Yeah? I'll have a look at that as well while we're here. Okay, so extracts from a diary. So this is Hugh Walpole. So what's the story behind this?
Right, Hugh Walpole was very good friends with Alan Bott, founder of Pan Books, and he was supposed to have a birthday party, but unfortunately he was in the States. He wasn't well. Yeah. So he had this book privately printed in vellum and sent to all his friends. And it came with a letter explaining about it.
Wow, look at that. 50th birthday party. I sailed for Hollywood. Oh dear. Okay. Privately printed book, which given to you on this original occasion. It is of no value except for its beautiful production, its rarity and the affection which goes with it. How nice. What a lovely letter.
And we can see inside it says...
This is 1 of 100.
It is.
And there's this little... And this is number 3.
Number 3. Now, if you've got one of these... I've tracked down 20, but I had an email from a lady who says she's desperate to get a copy, and she's offering several $1,000s.
There you go.
They're mainly in universities.
Right. I wonder why they ended up there. Just collections have ended up there?
Yes, who will.
Wow. So that is very, very nice. What a little rarity that one is. Yeah, okay. And what is this? Okay. Oh, so this is the Fabled hardback. Wow.
Busters, which they produced when they sold 1 million copies.
Yeah. Now this is, it's got pan down the bottom there, yes. And this sort of
glycine
wrap on it. Presented to John Burt. Why doesn't it say Jules Burt?
Apparently he was. The rumour was that they were given to Pan employees, but he didn't work for Pan. He was manager of a W.H. Smith's copy. I bought this off his son.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I know of two other copies.
Yeah.
One is in London and one's in Canada. But
that's really special.
I'm not sure how many were actually printed.
No. Well, it's certainly on my wants list, and I'd love to come across one of those. Yeah, very, very, very nice indeed. Certainly a real collectible, that one, Tim. That's lovely. If you have enjoyed this video, I have done a couple of others on Tim's amazing collection, so look for those on the channel, and I'll put links to those in the description down below. Thanks very much for watching today. If you've not already, do please hit that subscribe button. And do please check out the other videos. Thanks for watching today, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye.